Welcome back to Pennies and Plans, where we empower individuals to better understand how to achieve financial independence and hopefully early retirement. In this episode, we'll discuss the role of budgeting within the retirement planning process, explain how to assess your current financial situation, how to create a budget, and some possible strategies for reducing your budget too. Okay, let's roll. Hello and welcome to our channel. We are Lizzie and Bob. We're in our 50s, we live in Glasgow, Scotland, and we're heading towards our goal of early retirement by making plans and being careful with our money. Retirement really does throw up so many questions, but hopefully we can break these areas down into manageable and sensible sections that will help us with our plans, choices and decisions. We hope you enjoy and come along with us on this journey. So firstly, we'll talk about assessing your financial situation. Before you can start to look at budgeting and expense reduction, it's important to assess your current financial situation. So think about the following steps. Evaluate your retirement goals. Determine your desired retirement age, lifestyle and financial goals. By understanding your objectives, this will guide your budgeting and expense reduction efforts. Review your current finances. Analyse your income, savings, investments and debts. This assessment will provide a clear picture of your financial standing and help you make informed decisions. In the past, I used to use Quicken for keeping track of all our household accounts and finances, but now I use the free software from Home Bank. Note, this is not a sponsored video in any way. I've never completely mastered this, but I am able to get what I need from it, and I am able to work out our overall monthly budget requirements from the information here. Historically, we have a number of bank accounts which we use for certain things, so this works for us, but I'm sure you can get the same information from some banks and other systems these days too. By tracking what we were spending every month, this really allowed us to identify where our money was going, what categories of spending we had, and where we needed to make some savings. That said, we do have to confess that we have never really budgeted properly in our lives. And it is only fairly recently, as we contemplate early retirement, that we have started to really use this powerful tool of budgeting. We basically just lived paycheck to paycheck, and we knew when we had bigger expenses coming up that we would need to pay for them. And we mostly seemed to manage to stay in balance month by month. But had we known what we know now, we would have done things very differently and a lot earlier. There are many money websites and budgeting tools and worksheets around, so find something that works for you. Budgeting is crucial for achieving financial independence in your 50s. So here's our approach to creating an effective budget. Firstly, track your expenses. Start by tracking your monthly expenses using apps or spreadsheets. Websites like Money Helper or Money Saving Expert offer helpful resources to create a budget. 2. Categorize your expenses. Divide your expenses into categories such as housing, transportation, groceries, and entertainment, etc. This categorization will help you identify areas where you can reduce costs. You can see from the chart and spreadsheet headings the categories that we use. Once you can see where your income is going on an annual basis, you can begin to see how you can make savings, changes, and adjustments for ultimate improvement. A well-known and good rule of thumb is to use the 50-30-20 method of budgeting, where you spend 50% of your income on essential needs such as housing, food, etc., 30% on your wants such as holidays and dining out, etc., and 20% on savings, investments and repaying debt. In the example above, which is not too far off our own current budget, our percentages look a little bit different, as we are currently saving more and spending less on wants as we are trying to attain early retirement. So we are fine with missing out on some of the non-essentials in order to try and reach our retirement goals slightly earlier than normal. That said, we're not sure how well this budgeting rule is working right now with the increased cost of living issues that's going on. We have no personal data to compare this with the past, but we should be able to monitor and notice if things improve and if prices come down in the future. So next, you're looking at strategies for reducing expenses. Now that you have a budget in place, you need to look at the strategies that you can use to reduce your expenses. Housing. Consider downsizing your home or exploring more affordable housing options. Additionally, you could review your mortgage or rental agreements to ensure you're getting the best deal. As we've mentioned in a previous video, we are not ready to consider downsizing at the moment, but we are currently reviewing our mortgage options as our fixed rate is about to expire. Watch our previous episode entitled Mortgage Mayhem if you're interested in this. Transportation. Evaluate your transportation costs. Can you reduce car usage by using public transportation, carpooling, or opting for a more fuel-efficient vehicle? We reviewed our transport options a few years ago when our very old diesel car was starting to become very expensive and costly to run. We now have an electric car on a lease agreement which works out cheaper than what we were paying for our previous car. We'll make a video about this in the future. Our transportation costs have also reduced as we don't need to travel to work 5 days a week as we used to do. We now do hybrid working, so half our week consists of working from home, and we try to coordinate these days as best as possible so that they align with each other and we are only using the car when we both need to travel to work. Fortunately for us, we both work close to each other and in the city centre. Utilities and subscriptions. Assess your utility bills and subscriptions. Look for opportunities to cut back on energy consumption, negotiate better deals with service providers, or cancel unnecessary subscriptions. We have reviewed and cancelled a number of subscriptions, so overall there has been a reduction, but it's an area that we could probably do a bit more work on, so we will continue to try and strive in this area. We've also gotten better deals on our internet provider, home and car insurance deals over the last while. Food and groceries. Plan your meals by making a shopping list and trying cooking at home more often. Look for discounts, compare prices, and consider joining loyalty programs to save on groceries. Now, this is an area where we have made quite a lot of savings, especially since our kids left the house, but also because we have adopted a number of cost-saving actions and activities, which I will cover off in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. The internet is a treasure trove of resources to support your financial planning. Some UK-specific websites, calculators and tools include the Money Saving Expert and the Money Helper. These websites offer money-saving tips and budgeting tools and often allow you to create a personalised budget and track your progress. Energy Saving Trust is also a site where you can get good information and advice, tools and grants, etc. related to reducing your utility costs. Budgeting ensures that your income exceeds your expenses, leaving room for savings and investment. It helps you to manage your cash flow by balancing income and expenditures, avoiding excessive debt, and maintaining financial stability. This discipline is vital for sustaining your early retirement plan over the long term. Adjusting and monitoring. Budgeting is an ongoing process, and as you progress towards early retirement, you'll need to adjust your budget to account for changing circumstances and financial goals. Regularly monitoring your budget helps you to stay on track, make necessary adjustments, and ensure you're consistently working towards your early retirement objectives. By integrating budgeting into your early retirement planning, you gain greater control over your financial resources. It also allows you to make informed decisions, optimize your savings, and align your spending habits with your long-term goals. Budgeting is a very powerful tool that empowers you to take charge of your financial future and successfully achieve your early retirement. But just remember, consistency and discipline are the key to your success. Thanks for watching and listening. We hope you found this information valuable, and if you are on a similar journey to us, then please consider liking, subscribing and dinging that bell for future updates. In the meantime, it's onwards and upwards towards retirement for us.